last few weeks, and that is why today, even though it's not a Monday, we'll let Pacific Rim take us on the red carpet.
You're watching On the Red Carpet. Get the latest Hollywood news brought to you by Pacific Rim Photos and Videos. Your eye on the red carpet.
Peter, you've been very busy, and of course I want to hear about the Twilight premiere. That was last Monday.
Monday was crazy.
Yes, but before that, let's talk about Immortals first. What is Immortals?
Immortals is actually a film. It's about a Greek story where King Hyperion, played by Mickey Rourke, wants to annihilate mankind and the Greek gods.
Wow, that sounds
crazy.
Interesting. How's Mickey Rourke right now? Were you able to interview him?
Yeah, actually we had Chris, of course I'm producing while Chris is doing all the interviews, but he was really interesting. It's kind of a funny guy, and he was just joking around. There was another outlet from Vietnam, and he goes, "Oh, so you're from Philippines? How far is that? Oh, he was just joking around with her, making fun of her, saying."
He's always funny. I'm sure any interview is always fun with him. Let's take a listen to the sound bites.
Philippines, we send a lot of stuff to other.
Hello, Philippines. Hello, hello, hello. How you guys doing? You're lucky you have Freddie Roach.
Because I know Freddie Roach trained him.
For boxing, because he likes to box too.
Yes.
So it was so quick we weren't able to ask him that question, but it was kind of funny because we were saying, is it like a joke? But I think he was joking around because he was making fun of everybody else.
Right.
He's saying, "Oh, you're from Vietnam. You're doing He was talking about the Vietnamese outlet and saying, "Oh yeah, Vietnamese outlet with a little Thai girl."
It is kind of true though that we are lucky to have Freddie Roach, because so much has been written about the partnership of Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
One wouldn't be.
One without the other
might not work, right?
Definitely.
Right.
It's like takes two to tango, right?
Yes. So the partnership, but what about the trilogy, and what about the love triangle?
The love triangle, Twilight. Oh wow. Well, this one it's really you kind of feel sad for Jacob, because.
Okay, spoiler alert. No spoiler alert.
Yeah, we're not gonna say.
Tell us about the premiere. What happened at the premiere?
Well, it was really crazy. Fans had started actually sleeping at the Nokia LA Live since last Thursday.
Oh, last Thursday. 2, 3, 4 nights before.
Yeah, they made it a special event. They had screenings of the movie. They actually on Saturday they actually had a mini concert for them. I believe some of the groups that were part of the soundtrack or whatnot. And then on Monday it's just everything went crazy.
Right, and I'm so proud of you guys that you got to interview both Team Jacob and Team Edward, Taylor Lautner and Rob Pattinson. Who do we start with first?
I guess we're gonna start with Taylor.
Team Jacob, yes.
Team Jacob.
Let's take a listen.
Taylor, your fans are very hardcore. They all feel for you because of what you're going through. What was your inspiration for the whole experience as being kind of the guy that gets his heart broken?
The inspiration, for all of us was the books. It really was. It's a tough situation for Jacob, the entire franchise, and even at the beginning of this movie. But he grows up a lot in this movie, and he realizes a lot as well.
Have you seen this? How have you grown as an actor through this whole process?
I think, this franchise has stretched all of us as actors. But I can say of my castmates as people, they're the same people they were 4 years ago, and that's really impressive.
All right, let's very quickly. You interviewed Taylor Lautner when he was 13. How was he like? How was he changed?
He was actually very kind of jovial. No, he was actually very jovial, nice, and you could tell that he's very humble too, and he cares about people. So hopefully, even past Twilight, he's gonna stay as humble as he is, and still fun.
Okay, so you are Team Jacob, and I am for Team Edward. Let's take a listen to this interview with Rob Pattinson.
This character has been such a big part of your life. How do you think it's preparing you for future roles?
I think doing any movies kind of prepare you for it. It gives you kind of a fast track to realizing how the industry works in relation to economic factors and stuff. So that's kind of interesting.
This has been such a big part of your life. Looking back, what is something that's really going to stay with you for the rest of your life and impact you?
This is the whole experience. It's completely crazy. I went through the secret door, and then you end up here.
I love the accent.
Yeah, I was going to say that's why you're
And
King
he's
Edward.
tall, too. He's taller than Taylor, right?
Yeah, way taller than Taylor.
Who's more accommodating?
It's really hard to say because you can't really get the feel of them, especially when they have their handlers, their publicists and managers around. And just trying to get that interview, you know, because especially when they're getting closer to near the middle to the end of the press line, they're rushed. We only were lucky because Chris, our great, you know, guy, Chris says
gets in there and just really takes the microphone.
He actually talks to the manager that pulled Rob away from Ryan Seacrest last time.
Wow.
And said, oh, please, can we make sure we get an interview with him? We'll do really good.
Okay, very quickly, and I'll put you on the spot. Who's more pogi?
I guess
one word. Taylor or Rob?
In between.
In between. All right. Thank you so much for always sharing your footage and the interviews with us. Pacific Rim Video. Follow them on Twitter, and that's their YouTube page as well. Thank you for joining us today on the show. I'll see you again tomorrow.